What is up, you guys? It is Jake State Farm here with Atomic Theory, back with some more Atomic Chess. And for today's video, we are currently playing in the third monthly Atomic Theory Arena. And if you don't know, the winner of this arena will qualify for the 2026 Atomic Openings Championship, which is a tournament that I'm putting on, featuring some of the best players in the world. We will be the AWC winner in 2025 is invited. The 2026 chess.com champion is invited, Wolfram, who I believe has more or less already committed to playing. He hasn't officially said he will, but when I was asking about the format and stuff, he said that he was going to play. The AWC winner of 25, the chess.com winner of 26, and then the 960 winner of 2026 as well, which is looking like is going to be Lisha, aka Nitro Color Rays. So those three players will qualify for the tournament, and then 5 arena winners of the 5 monthly arenas will qualify as well. And wow, and this is the lowest rated player I've had in a while. This tournament has been absolutely stacked. It's been really fun. I've lost about 60 points because I haven't been playing well. Also because I got like pretty much 2 hours of sleep last night. But yeah, as you can see, average opponent 2,089. And if you look at the top 10 here, other than this guy who was playing a little bit suspiciously, everyone here rated above 2,000. So very, very strong field here. But yeah. Hopping right in here, it's looking like it's going to be a photo finish. The way that the 2026 Atomic Openings Championship will work is that essentially you will play, there will be 8 players that qualify, and it'll be just single elimination knockout bracket. And, okay, I'm trying to calculate this. Knight takes here. He's got queen here before. This is very tricky, actually. Could also go bishop takes. I'm just going to play it safe with bishop takes. Keep my knight here, which kind of is blocking this queen in. I may have had something better there, but yeah, it'll be basically like standard format, similar to the AWC, where you'll play 10 games against somebody. But the key is that you have to play a different starting move for every single one of your games that you get with the white pieces. So I think it'll be super fun. I think it'll be super interesting to see what all ends up getting played. I just think it'll be a lot of unique, fresh positions that don't normally arise in Atomic Chess. So I am pretty excited for it. I'm hoping to qualify here. And we've got an absolute photo finish where I'm actually tied with, I believe this is Maracker. Rechester's 1 point behind here. This game is pretty crucial. I mean, we still have 30 minutes left, so it's definitely anyone's game no matter what happens here. But just being on a streak against such a strong field here, you don't know how many streaks you're gonna be able to get on. And so every time that you're on a streak, it's very important to try to win all the games that you can, make the most out of it. But sadly, I think we're just... Okay, this move I'm actually not so sure of, though. He could have, after queen g3, could have played something like f5, maybe even, because this bishop controls this. Now, I have some hope to get out. But bishop g4. Yeah, and sadly he can just take that. There's nothing really going on here. Maybe I can get this rook over here. Queen e7... Okay. Honestly, I'm not going to take it because even if I take it, it's just not enough. There's no way I can win that. So I have to create some chaos. And wow, yeah, he's just sacking his queen there. Okay, just got to go for tricks. He's even got queen h2, though. Yeah, okay. All right, that's too bad, but... Yeah, I've been playing super shaky. Maybe if I start recording, I'll kind of lock in a little bit more, especially early on. As you can see, I've got a 2200 performance rating, a lot lower than some of the others. I mean, of course, I've been berserking almost every game as well. But, yeah, especially early on, like, I was just playing just losing to a lot of low-rated players, really just not focused at all, like not calculating, just kind of making moves. I was actually watching the candidates on another screen. And so, I would not be paying fully attention the whole time as the as I was playing. So, okay. I'm not on a streak, so my strategy for these games is it's okay. I think he probably knows this trap. He needs to find e4 here. But essentially my strategy is to, if I'm not on a streak, I'm okay, and I get the black pieces against a strong player, I'm okay to have a quicker game here. So I'm just going to go for a silly trap instead of going into a long, knight h3, h6 position. I mean, castle c should be good, but I can block kind of here. c3, I'll play b5, just kind of cutting his queen off. Yeah, it's tough for me to make progress here. I guess I'll keep trying. I can stop him from castling, and okay, maybe some bishop h4 ideas. This is actually not completely simple. I mean, even a move like this works, though, because I can't come here with a big threat. Yeah, and he spots it. I mean, like, seems like there's just not much here. I mean, maybe I can take this, but then there's going to be bishop d2. Trying to see what to do here. Feels like there should be something. The point is, no matter where I go, he's playing queen takes h4. So I need to figure out where I want my knight here. It's just so unclear to me what the best square is. Okay. This looks annoying because it's blocking in his bishop. Okay, wow, he doesn't even take. I actually didn't consider that at all. I just figured he was going to sack this queen 100%. I did not consider this at all. And unfortunately for me, I think this is the right approach from him. Queen g7. I'll have to do something like rook f7, but then I'm just screwed after he moves this bishop. Okay, I guess I can move this rook here. Oh, he just has... Okay. Okay, I'm very curious to see if I had some actual chances here. Obviously, it's completely lost after he plays e4. No, okay, it was still winning the whole time, but... Wow. Even here, he had multiple moves to... But it's scary, at least. I was able to create at least some counterplay there. Okay, and we've got Marak or Loki just running away with it here. Hopping back in against Opabenia here. Let's see if he's completely booked up on this line, and it looks like he's not. Allowing knight c3 here. Just hitting both these. Obviously, you can't take here. Yep, I think this works here, and I could just take, and this should be completely winning. Up a bishop. Yep, that should be completely fine now. It's one of those positions where you're only up a bishop, but it's just such an easy position to play still. Okay, one way that I can lose it is playing f4 here, which cuts this off, but that would allow rook e4. So let me just go ahead and develop a rook onto this file here. And now if he, there's no worries of taking, I can move this bishop freely, and this rook will control this open file, so we should be good. I could even probably take here, but f4 seems like the easiest, just cutting off any of these ideas first, and then I'll move the bishop. Actually, I take it back once again. I could have found a way to mess up there because there's some rook d2. Okay, so let's maybe not blunder the game away here. But okay, I should be good here. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, he's prolonging the game, but yeah, I would have won that endgame eventually. Actually, I think I was winning relatively quickly there, because if g5, yeah, I can still win. Again, the thing to note is that you need to have 4 squares like this where there's no pawns adjacent to them. Diagonal is okay, but that's kind of the pattern that you want to look for in these positions. And so if he had pushed the h pawn, then this pawn is You can't make 4 squares here where if I just keep harassing him with checks, I can basically force his king to touch all of these squares. So I know for certain that no matter which one of these pawns he pushes, at least one of them will still be in kind of this 4 square thing. Of course, if he could push this one, that would work, because then he would have these 4 squares, but he can't push this one. So, all right. Back on the right track, and we have Kim Baby, aka I believe it's Maracker. They told me he's certainly been playing like Maracker. Falling to Study, who's been absolutely killing it. I think I've maybe won 1 game against Study and lost the rest. He's been absolutely destroying me this arena. And okay, it looks like we're going to probably get in here against Ree, who just sadly was able to get an easier opponent. And then, I don't know why we're not getting paired here. This is, seems like Lichess is glitching out here. Okay, let's see if he's willing to berserk. Now, he was saying earlier that he didn't want to berserk, but with Maracker being ahead of us, I think it makes sense for us to berserk here. Okay, I'm going to keep going for this line. I've had decent success with it against him. I'm going to play f5 after e4 taking here. Interesting. All right, I want to get this knight f6 in. I could also just... let's go for this. Knight f7, I'll castle, and I'll probably take on d8. Maybe I'll have some play on the f file here. Not sure. But yeah, this has been a super fun arena since I announced the 2026 Atomic Openings Championship. It seems that there's been quite a bit of interest in this tournament, so... Okay, the problem is he can just castle queenside, yeah. And he's just up a queen pawn here. I guess I kind of want him to take because it opens up the b file anyway. Whether he takes with bishop or knight, I'm assuming he would take with his bishop. Okay, now you can't play f3 because my rook would infiltrate there, so... Maybe a slight inaccuracy from my opponent here. I think I'll go this way. The idea is after bishop d3, I want to keep e4 ideas alive, although I guess I would have just played bishop takes c3. But also I was thinking after f3, it allows these nice squares, whereas like f3 with my knight here, I can go here, but then king b1, and it's just not so simple, so... Okay, this is kind of an idea. I think I might go for this. Just trying to see if I have anything better here. This seems like the most forcing. He's probably going to move this rook somewhere. Oh, I see. Yeah, but my rook hits this, so there's no like rook g3 or anything. I think I should at least be able to draw this, having the rook for the knight and the pawn. I should be able to get a perpetual here, I'm thinking. Okay. Maybe not. Holy moly, that was well played. Okay. Oh, no. Ah, man, that sucks. Dang. Well played, well played. Yeah, I think he... Yeah, I definitely had some way to... Plenty of ways to draw this, I think. Okay, and 93 was the right idea. Okay, yeah. Well played, well played. He just... F4 was smart, and then moving the rook back. And then it was a theoretical draw, I guess. Oh, rook h6 makes sense. So now after this, I can have these 4 squares, and he... Yeah, and you'd have to do a perpetual. All right, that sucks, but... Don't worry, I'm back. Oh, dude. Ray Chester, man, that dude is... Ray Chester is his own biggest fan, dude, and I love it. He He's good, dude. He's gotten a whole lot better lately. Okay, let's see if he knows 95 or if we'll go for the tempting move 94. Opa is just not as active as some of these other guys, so I feel like maybe he wouldn't know this stuff as well here. Okay, he can lose the game by taking my knight here. And actually, if he plays 94, it's literally just going to transpose as if he had gone 94. Okay, nice. Nice quick one there. Classic Farmer's Gambit win. Again, the thing is with the Farmer's Gambit is that you'll sometimes get quick wins like that. And sometimes against certain players, they'll know the prep. But still, if you know what you're doing in the Farmer's Gambit, even though it's objectively not great, it's basically like you'll either get a really quick free win or you'll get into a probably relatively equal position if they know what they're doing. So that's why I enjoy playing it. It's just got a lot of traps. And against certain players that I know for certain know some line that just refutes it, then yeah, I generally won't play it. But okay, here we are. We've got Maracker. I guess I'll just call him Kim Baby because I'm not sure. Kim Baby up against Reechester here. Then number 1 and the 2, and they're both on a streak. And man, I don't know what's happened with Leicester, but for some reason the pairings have. I mean, there's a bunch of people waiting here. Study's waiting, Dark Spirit's waiting, Elio's waiting. Oh, like all of the 3 through 7 are waiting right now, and none of us are getting paired. I'm not sure why the pairings are messing up here. But okay, number 1 and number 2 are going at it right now, so it'll be interesting to see. All right, and this is going to be another quick one here. This is the first time I've used this opening against Elio this tournament. And, yeah, it's safe to say he was not expecting it there. Ah, sneaky, sneaky. Let's make sure not to lose this. Holy moly. I got scared there for a second. I think we're okay there. Like rook d7, I can just castle. And knight c6, yes. Pretty much no matter what, I can just castle. But well played to Elio to try to create something like that. Bishop g4, trying to get me to just take here. And then even after this, getting his rook out. That's scary stuff, man. Almost scammed me. But okay, we should be good now. Yeah, and he can even take here. I'll just roll this pawn down. He's actually not going to be able to stop it because my bishop guards this key square for his king. All right, GG. So we're back on a streak. And yeah, one of these guys, I mean, ideally the best result for us would be a draw. Otherwise, I don't know who I'm rooting for. I mean, both of them are relatively strong. I think Reechester is the scarier player for me personally. So, in that sense, I would say I would be rooting for Maracker to win, but he's also up 5 points. And at this point, every single point matters. So, tough to say, really. Okay. The reason I went for G3 instead of my normal F3 there is because I know that Dark Spirit, aka RK Roundit, knows the lines that are pretty good against F3. F3 is like kind of the more trappy line. G3 is the more solid approach, the approach that the computer likes. And so he's super well prepped in this line. And so against players that know their prep better, I'll just go G3. F3 is still not like terrible, but it's slight advantage for black. So no reason to go into that if I know for sure that he's going to play it. Okay. Just trying to gain space here. I'm going to go ahead and castle. He's got some ideas of this, yeah, and he goes for it. But bishop d2 kind of stops this. I mean, he can go b4, and maybe his idea is to get some pawn break here, but okay, he wants to go here. So I guess I'll take here. This pawn is actually a bit more threatening than his knight that's in the corner over here. I think this knight's not really doing anything for him right now, so no reason to take it off the board. Looks like we may be heading for a draw here. It's unclear right now. One way that he could screw it up is going queen c4 here. Then I'd have rook b1, I believe. And he can't castle because my queen hits this key square. Interesting. I don't know why he did that. Queen a7, I have rook b6. I think maybe he missed this. Now I'm threatening to take here, open this up, and again, his king can't move up. And yeah, he's got to block off my queen. But now I just take, and I'm threatening this. If castles, I go here. I think he's messed this up. Yeah, best plan was probably just for him to take my queen, because my queen was hitting that key h7 square. And okay, Reechester did end up winning. And it looks like, is he in a game yet or not? He is in a game against Le Genois. And, okay, what is going on here, actually? Okay, he's played a very strange line, his opponent has. It looks like they're both well prepped here, but I have to say it doesn't look too bad. Why would you not play b5, though, instead? I'm confused. Oh, wow, and then we get a little lucky getting a 1700 here, but we still need to win this game. Even though we got the lucky pairing, it's definitely still not an automatic win. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going to go for a riskier line here, but that has some tricks. Okay. Let's think here. Bishop d6 is probably the best try. Objectively, I'm not sure who's winning. I could have also gone rook takes and maybe some play on the h-file, but this seems pretty strong too. You can't go king d1 because I hit here, yeah. All right. And we're in the lead here. We're 5 points above Ree, so we just need to kind of keep this comfortable lead. It looks like Ree is going to take care of business here, though, against this guy. Hopefully, this game either takes a while, or if it ends, I would love to get paired against Ree and be given the white pieces. Would be huge for my chances here. But okay. And unfortunately for him, it looks like his opponent's not really stalling, but just kind of taking too much time to decide what to do. And okay, I'm going to go for this line against Maracker that I've had some good success with in the past. It seems like Maracker doesn't know the most challenging line here, although I may have just... Okay. Queen f6, bishop h3 here, takes f6. Actually seems pretty good. Seems like I get out of the opening just fine. Okay, that's actually a good move, though. Bishop d6, he has d5, but then maybe I have knight d4. It gets really chaotic there. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. e3, queen f4, maybe. Looks pretty strong. Also takes is an option. Takes and takes. I don't know what the best line is here. Yeah, let's go for this line. I'm going up material. It's unclear if I'm winning this or not, but I know I'm at least up material, so I just need to hang on. The problem is the position's wide open for him to attack me here. So I just need to be very careful, mindful of this bishop coming out here. And okay, but he allows me to get my bishop out, which doesn't make too much sense, honestly. I want to take, but then there's bishop c4. Oh, this is nice. I can pretty much block his rook in here, I think. Or he'll just do that, which is annoying. Expecting e5. If takes, I can go king h8. Trying to get some play here. Okay, nice. Got his rook locked up there. I'm just so low on time, though, is the main problem here. Oh, no, he can still play here. Oh, no. Ah. Again, I don't know for sure that I was winning that, but I definitely screwed up. And whoa, how did Reechester lose this? Oh my goodness, we gotta take an action replay here. Oh my gosh. Reechester. He just got impatient. He pre-moved. And I guess that was his whole plan, is to go here, boom, boom, boom. Wow. That's such a scam. Oh my goodness. This is a photo finish. All right, we've got 3 players here, all within 5 points. Maraker's 1 point behind me, but he is on the streak. And oh my gosh, he gets paired, but I don't. Please, I need to get paired up against Study. Oh wait, Study's here, but he's also in a game against Ree. So the good news for me is that both Maraker and Reechester are up against strong opponents. The bad news is they actually have a chance to score points right now, whereas I'm waiting in the lobby, waiting to get paired. And unlike the chess.com arenas, there's only 56 people here, many of which are not present. So the pairings are just slower, but man, it seems like I should be able to get paired against somebody at least, unless genuinely nobody's waiting. This sucks. This is precious time off the clock here. So all I can do is watch these games right now and cheer. And oh my gosh, did Reechester... Oh, he's not even going to berserk me. That sucks. That's really helping Maraker in this situation. We really, in a 3-horse race, it makes sense for all of us to berserk. I hate that he doesn't berserk there, but I understand. He wants to win. He does not want to lose against me, and so I understand that he feels like he can't berserk. But even if he wins this game, if he ends up taking all the time that he has from not berserking, it just doesn't mathematically make sense to spend that much time to win and give unless he's really not scared about Maraker at all. But at this point, we're all separated by 2 points, so Maraker understands the game theory, I guess, but oh well. And okay, I think C3 I was maybe losing there after queen here, so I have to go into this, which is a bit scary. Okay. Okay, I want to push this d pawn down the board, but he's not going to let me. If he takes here, it's a pretty scary, considering my king can't get castled. Yeah. Okay, so I have to go for something here. But he just has rook d8, unfortunately. All right. GG's. I'm going to do the right game theory move and just resign early instead of trying to make something happen there. But, okay, that's okay. We won't let it get to us. Hey, at the very least, though, at least it did. He did get less points for that than he could have gotten had he berserked. So I do need to switch up my openings more than I am, though. I feel like I've been playing that line quite a bit, and Reechester has clearly learned it over time. Also, going against his 1600, I don't know why I played f6. I probably could have afforded to play something else, but going into a pretty, main line here. Let's see if he goes 95, which is the main move. Okay, he doesn't. And this is going to be just a hard position for him to play. Very, very sharp position. Okay, but he plays the right move here. So far, every move he's played has been totally book. But now I'm going to open up the f-file, open up my queen and this rook. If you don't know what you're doing here, it's going to be very, very scary for the white pieces. But okay, he continues to make the best moves here. I'm very impressed. Knight g5 is not an easy move to spot. Okay, at this one I'm pretty much out of my prep. I think bishop h3 is an idea. That move also makes sense. But now it allows my knight to get in. He's trying to get play on this diagonal here. But honestly, if bishop here, I'll just go king h8. Okay, now I think we got him. It's got to take here, and then we can open up our rook. Yep, okay. Oh, man, but Reechester's winning so fast. Come on, Opa, bro. Why did Opa resign in this position? What the heck? I don't understand. There's actually tricks here. I don't understand. Well, not really, I guess, but this is a real line where I've played a line similar to this against Ree. this e5 idea. I wonder if this was specific prep for Re and the chess.com stuff. Because I was prepping a similar thing where, say, I mean, see, there's only 2 moves. You have to push your d pawn to hold an advantage. You're basically threatening to come here. So, okay. Going for this h3 stuff again. I wish he'd played g4. I feel more confident against his g4 stuff than I do his h3 stuff. Okay, I'm just going to go into the same thing we had last time. And at this point, I've got to make something happen here because I'm starting to lose a grip. Okay, I had briefly looked at our position last time. I can't remember what the right idea was. I mean, f5 seems to make a lot of sense. Like, even if he goes for this, I can just move my king. Okay, if takes, I have rook c8 and queen d5 ideas. Are we just going to transpose after bishop e8? Okay, but I didn't hate this position at all. Even e5 comes to mind here. Because if he pushes, I'll have queen b6. My bishop hitting here, bishop g6 was a really bad move last time. It allowed him to move his king up because he never really wants to go for this. Okay, maybe he does. I'm going to harass this, probably play c5. Very, very strange position. Okay. e5, I'll have queen f6, or sorry, d5 rather. Obviously can't take because I'm coming here. Kind of threatening to maybe open this up, but really it's tough to say right now what my main threats are. So I kind of wish I'd kept the pawn here because then queen e7 would have stung a bit more. Okay, but if he kind of has to get in front of this pawn, but then it allows queen e7 after takes. I'll have takes. I think he just missed this. Wow. Okay. I think we're winning this now. I don't see a way for his king to get out of this. Holy moly. Okay, and we're in it. If we lost that game, we had very, very small chance of winning the tournament. Holy moly. We've been neck and neck. I started filming after a while of us being tied, but it's been a while now that we've been neck and neck. And this is great. So once again, they get matched up against each other. Neither one of them berserks. And this is where Rechester's game theory is hurting him because Maracker knows that Rechester won't berserk. Maracker doesn't want to berserk him and be the only one to berserk. And so Rechester is now, this is Prisoner's Dilemma, guys. If you don't know it, go check it out. Rechester is hurting himself in the long run by not berserking. Now it's causing Maracker to not want to berserk as well. And yeah, in the long run, it's just going to hurt him because it'd be better if they both berserked. I mean, unless you think you're really that bad in fast time controls. But newsflash, I just played a match against Rechester, and he's not that bad in fast time controls. In fact, we drew in the hyper time controls. So yeah, just bad game theory on his part, to be honest. Okay. I'd be happy to see him remove his rook here, or that is fine as well. I think I should be able to win this here. If here I can just go f4, and it's still fine. Like if he ever takes that, queen d5 comes with a check here. So he's eventually got to get a rook over, and then yeah, my knight can cover here as well. This is what I calculated. Rook d8, knight d5. Oh my gosh, are they looking at a draw here? Oh, that'd be huge if they draw. Okay, I guess this isn't trivial, but I need to get my knight in. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. Here we go. All right, and they did draw. That's huge. That's huge. All right, Maracker and I are both going to berserk because we understand how simple game theory works. I should probably not be too hard on Ree. He's playing his own game here, but I do think that this strategy is superior. Okay, this is honestly kind of transposed into a line that I will admit I don't know very well. I know some theory here from the black side, but it's just not something that I've played very much. So this is kind of in one of those knight c3 lines, and I tend to not play these lines as much. So yeah, he can take here. Okay. Maybe some queen e2, e5 ideas. Yeah, let's go for this. Okay, Reechester will have to win twice yeah, so I think Reechester might be out of it, which means this game, all the marbles are in this game, which means even a draw should be okay. And I have the white pieces, so I've been fortunate to be able to get in this position, to be honest. Okay, bishop here, I can go c4. If knight here, I'll just keep this pawn here. That's actually a nice move to kind of force out a decision there. But now I'll go here once again. I think I'm just going to beat his knight to the spot, right? I can get on this file before his knight's able to cut it off. No, Reechester did win a game. Okay, wow. So this is basically a must-win game for me because I think Ree's got me on performance rating. So I need to actually beat him. So a draw would only get me 2 points, which is he berserking? He did berserk. So yeah, I think this is a must-win game for me. But we're up on the clock. Our position's fine. Maybe he'll sack the queen, go rook c8. Then I'll respond with rook c1, and then it's very unclear from here. Okay, no, he doesn't go for that. I think rook c1, because rook b1 just allows a trade. This way I can at least get an infiltrated rook here and maybe create some chances. I'm going to go here. Oh, this is so close to working, but just not quite, yeah? I can also start with e5. I'm going to go this. If he moves his knight, I can come back up here maybe. Okay, now this. Now maybe I can win this. He needs to move the knight out of there. Wow, we got him in a time scramble. Holy moly. Wow. That's crazy. What a finish. Oh, wow. And so I think Ree would have won even if Maracker had won. So, wow. Wow. Okay, well, I'm glad I hit record. I'm glad I'm a bit more awake than I was at the start of this arena. And that means your boy Jake State Farm will be competing in the 2026. Oh, look, we even got a message from my boy here. Congratulations, Jake, on qualifying for the Atomic Openings Championship. So if we head over to the Atomic Theory team page, not the quads, but not the quads. Here we are. The 2026 Atomic Openings Championship. So, as I said, the Lee Chess Atomic winner, which is Natso, invite pending. The Chess.com champion, which is Wolfram, who I think will play. And then this player will be Alicia. These invites have already been accepted. And then this one will be me. So, it's going to be, hopefully, if Natso and Wolfram do end up playing, it'll be a very, very strong field. That'll be already 4 top 10 players that'll be playing in it. Alicia, who's also a very strong player as well. So, yeah, it'll be taking place this summer in July and August. So, yeah, I'm excited to have qualified for this. Certainly was a very tough field. I think after I announced this, everyone kind of rushed and wanted to qualify. So, yeah, I'm excited to be able to play in this. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.